How quick would you be to want to give or lend your most precious and valuable things to an irresponsible person, one who will treat them improperly, especially when you have already lent them to this person many times, and they always prove to be an embarrassing disappointment? Regardless of how hopeful and trusting you were that they would do better, you are bound to eventually lose interest in extending these highly valued things to this person and stop. If, on the other hand, the recipient consistently proves themselves to be appreciatively caring of your most precious personal belongings, it then becomes a pleasure for you to extend these things to this person, and you want to. Also, whenever someone sets a timer, it is not for the purpose of merely setting the timer. It is for the purpose of measuring a segment of time between two 0 points. A beginning 0 point and a reciprocal ending counter 0 point. We will find that the situations being spoken of here are, in fact, quite serious this time. Why? Because the lender-giver in this case is none other than God Himself, and His valuable possession extended is life energy for humans. Likewise, the timer in this case is equally serious, that being time itself, which was intriguingly set by God at 0, precisely upon the conception of an obviously important future government message bearer. History proves His message was a solemn promise for a perfect earth government with Him as a ruler, complete with convincing demonstrations of its amazing future power. This public promise became so impressive that jealous opposing authorities soon had Him killed. Knowing this prophetic promise would be sealed with His blood, it was now time to begin formulation of this new government to be. The structural equation of 12 times 12 times 1,000 humans over many centuries would each be personally selected by God Himself only after proving by how they used their life energy and by their readiness to sacrifice it in death that they will never stop loving God. When the number reached 144,000 and its very last member finally approved, it would become the awesome season for the time 0 arrival and activation of this brand new invisible government. Undistracted, with tunnel vision focus and a totally consuming interest for many, many years now, I have lived my life in concentrated, keen anticipation of the moment of arrival of this new earth government by God. I have consistently traded all common pursuits and satisfactions in life for only one. And that is to know that I have God with me every single second. God has thus positively confirmed his permanent implicit trust in me. I am Earthlord Ro-Shom of the house of Yehowih, God's chosen one of all time and most valued of all creation. Reciprocal time-zero person to whom all prophecy pointed. Last human possessing the everlasting right to a reserved heavenly throne as a God-qualified and finally sealed judge, priest, king. Legal bearer of the name of the God of time zero, commissioned to publicly proclaim God's governmental interests on earth.